two goats that he would eat and then resurrect every single day, which I thought was really, really strange and fascinating. But most stories about Thor are him fighting monsters, and the fact that he was destined to die at Ragnarok, where he, I can't remember the name of the big giant serpent, but actually the name in the name actually translates to giant monster, so it was kind of appropriate that that was his destiny. But yeah, so that battle actually killed them both, and then his brothers actually then took his hammer to restore the order and everything. So but yeah, because most pictures you actually see, if you look up images of Thor, it's him swinging or about to strike the hammer. So I was thinking something like there with,
Yeah, that's good. Because you're all going to do this foot choreography in those poses. Yeah, and it's very Martha Graham style. So I like this, especially if you have a slight spiral to it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Carolyn, Hirokin.
I made the mistake of sitting down. Ouch. Okay, so I did this a while ago, but I did write notes down. The notes I wrote down was that Hirokin rides a horse that can turn into a wolf. And the reins of the horse are poisonous snakes, which I thought was kind of cool. But Hirokin's claim to fame is that nobody could pull Baldur's ship with his body out to sea except for Hirokin, because she's a giantess. So they had to call her to Asgard, and she had to pull this ship out to sea with his body in it after he died.
Okay, so what do you picture for Hirokin? And Brooke's going to be like, there's a right answer, because Brooke was Hirokin. There isn't a right answer.
Okay, something like a shape of pulling this ship, because that's the famous story about Hirokin.
Cool. So if you have a pulling, I don't know how you are. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Just, let's have it upwards. Dynameds.
Okay.
Will you text Dad to ask if he'll do Dinah's meds? So let's do it this way. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Brooke's like, that's not right! Brooke, Frigg, Odin's wife, one of the two. It's complicated. Njord.
Njord. So he's the god of the sea, patron to sailors and fishermen, and brings them wealth and things. As far as his relation to the other gods, his wife, something along those lines, actually married him by accident because Odin.
Me too.
Odin, Thor, and Loki killed her father, and she went to be like, nah. And then they were like, if you don't kill us, we'll give you a husband. And so she thought she was going to marry Balder, and then she actually married Nord. So he doesn't love those guys.
Lots of trickery with those dadgum Norwegians.
Pose. There are a lot of depictions of him with obviously in the sea, but one arm on the waves and the other arm holding not a conventional trident with the but it is a staff with three the kind. So I figured something like that.
Okay, can we switch arms?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be too similar to Thor.
Okay.
To our sinus infection god. Adelaide, Tyr, god of war. Good job, Adelaide.
Yeah.
So, gotta have a pose. Everybody's better watch this freaking video, the ones that are not here today. Because we're recording next week. Because I'm like, this is not difficult choreography. You guys can all get this. Especially since I'm gonna kind of walk you through it. So, God of War, Tyr, we need a pose that is not, yeah, you can use two arms, you can use one arm, you can cross, the arms can do lots of different things. Okay. Bragi, Miss Tracy, Bragi.
Well, Nina first gave me the God of Eloquence. I saw most of the stories were about poetry and wisdom. Older god married to the goddess of youth. And yes, he would regale the recently departed with all the poetry and all the stories and things like that. And that's kind of where I was thinking with my pose was and then I can do whatever with the lower body, but yeah, kind of lifted and kind of.
I love that. So everybody's lower body, the pose is all upper body because the lower body is choreographed. So that looks so good, Miss Tracy. Love it. Love it. So now let's learn the walk. Okay, so it starts on the left foot and it's in sets of 5. So wherever your pose is, whatever your pose is doing, I'm skipping you, Melissa. So Melissa dances first. She has this whole, oh, I'm freezing. I'm frozen, frozen, frozen. We always do like frozen dance, frozen dance, frozen dance, frozen dance.
God, it didn't even warn us that our internet
frozen dance.
So rude.
Frozen dance. Okay, we're back. It's gonna be our new thing. It's when we freeze, we're just gonna like break into frozen dance, Miss Tracy went to booty pop. Okay, so how this starts is Loki is like, oh, I'm Loki and I'm such a trickster, and she dances her little dance. Then all the gods show up and they're like, we're gonna have a god party because that's what these gods do. They drink a lot and they party. So they come in and they have this step. And then, so we walk around. I don't remember how many sets. Brooke, Noah, do you remember how many sets there are? You're like, no, I just hear it.
It's 5 up if you're talking about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up.
No. How many sets?
I honestly just went by the music cue.
Okay, so we'll count today.
Okay, counting.
So you have this little walk. After you do this walk, you're going to go strike and then back into your pose. So if there's Miss Tracy and or I don't know which side you're doing. So you have bum, bum, and it's an and 1. Okay? So this walk is done in your pose. Now, recording it, I'm going to record using Zoom. But I would like you to be outdoors or in an area that doesn't have a lot of set dressing. So if you have a place in your house, it's the walls are pretty bare and you can like, okay, I can dance here. Or for this walk, you're going to go outside, put up your computer, and we're going to record you walking around in your yard or whatever, okay? Or in your backyard or on your lanai, on your deck, just someplace that doesn't have a lot of human backdrops. Yeah. Okay. So the step goes, you start with the left foot and you walk for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push back up to Susum parallel, restart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 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 Now it's not supposed to be bouncy. It's supposed to be very stiff, as if you're all like frozen statues. Yeah, so it's supposed to be very Martha Graham with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1. Oh shit, I almost forgot one. We have to look at Loki for a second. Let me hear what that is in the music. There's one that's a cheat that we look back at Loki. Loki goes to join us. Okay, so Loki's a trickster god. Nobody ever trusts him. Okay, and if you watch Mike Rugnetta in Mythology Crash Course, he just constantly says throughout the like 28 episodes, Loki's the worst. Well, because he is. Loki Balder. God, I love this music. Oh, that was it. Let's just start from the beginning. Ding, 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 ding. That's gonna be our cue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Hold. Okay, so we have two sets. Everybody's going to look. Can everybody look to their left for me? If you're facing the camera. Left. Okay, so I'm gonna put Loki's video over on that side. So just make sure you look stage left. So you're gonna do you're gonna do your walk, yeah, and you're gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Look. And Loki's gonna be like, so Loki, you have to face your right, and you're gonna be like, you know, what you normally do. You're just like, hey guys, I'm gonna be here too. Okay, and everybody has a relationship with Loki, because if you look, there's probably a story that involves Loki with every single one of you where he's causing some kind of havoc. In South Africa, Noah, you are Loki, right? It's the same character. Anansi is the same as Loki, basically. Just not so killing, but same. Okay. Then we're going to continue the steps. So now we'll count how many sets there are. So even though your left foot is forward for the look, you're going to restart on that left foot. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So there's a little tacit section where we look and we are like, what are you doing here, Loki? So you're in your pose. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Da-dun-dun. Da-da-dum. Ka-ka. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, and you can break your pose to look at Loki for this, like, what are you doing here? All right, and since it is on camera, definitely act. I want to see, like, some of you might be like, oh, you're here for the party. Like some of you more innocent characters, like Balder. So Elena Louise said probably one of the few that's like, oh, welcome, let's go part. Yeah, maybe even Hirokin, even though she's a monster and she's like, rah. Maybe she's like, oh, okay, maybe, yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't, make some choices. Strong choices. Okay, and then we start this walk again. And now let's count how many there are. So we'll do this together. Here we go. 1, 2, nope. Yeah, no, that's wrong. That's still Loki. This is our baseball choreography. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Look. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. See you. Okay, so there's 5 sets. After 5 sets, you collect yourself and face the camera, And I think the strike goes to left. Is it left? Noah? Brooke? Tio? Left. Feels right. Feels correct. So you have on that Tio, you go strike and you go back to your pose. Yeah, foo, foo, or foo, foo. Yes? Oh, did we break Janessa? You okay, Janessa? Okay. Loki, although you should have the steps, you should definitely be just more loosey-goosey as you're, going around just like before. So there's an extra count after your 5th set. You have to finish the 7, 8, D, and then to your pose, O, or D, O, D, O, D. Okay, D, O. And then it goes into Brooke. So Brooke, you have this next choreography, and everybody's reacting, which I know is going to feel very strange. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not strange. This isn't strange. This is our new reality. It's not strange.
Yay!
Okay, so what happens, Brooke has a vision. So she's going to lay down, and she's going to have a vision, and you're either partying. So if you happen to have a goblet and you're like, I'm going to drink some Welch's grape juice, or don't drink wine during a recording. Rob Apgar. He legit drank during the Odyssey show. He was like, my wine. No. Okay, so you're not going to do that, Melissa. So everybody have their you could have a beverage or some grapes or some nuts where you're just snacking, yeah. Or maybe you're chewing on an animal. I don't know what I don't know what Hiroka can be doing. She's chewing on a big goat. She's opening cereal. Let's not do that. It's like Thor's Wheaties. Okay, so during that, it's you're all gathering for a party, okay? So you could also go up to the camera and just be close enough, and you have this hello, oh, it's good to see you, it's good to see you, it's good to see you, yes, yes. No one's paying attention to Frigg. No one's paying attention to Frigg. So Frigg lays down, she's like, and she has a dream. And the vision is, oh my gosh, Baldur's going to die. He's going to get killed. So she wakes up and a god's going to die. And so Brooke, I guess I could maybe send you just a mini video of what this is. Deb was close. But there was one part that I always wanted that she kind of skipped over. So I'll just give that little piece. Does that sound okay, Brooke? So I can give everybody else that's dancing?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of me running back and forth. All right. So what happens is, stand up, Batman walk, blah, blah, wave, magic, right, left, saw my world. Okay, so she stands up. When she stands up, she has this little Batman walk, and she goes over to Odin. So she goes over to Mark, and she says, our son's going to die. There was magic with my right and my left. I saw magic right and my left. I saw it in my mind as I slept that you will die. And she points to, let's say that just like on stage, so I'll stage it so that everybody's lined up in the same order with the videos, Brooke. So Baldur will be to your right. Odin will be to your left. So when you talk to Odin, Odin will be on your left. And you'll be like, Odin, blah, blah, blah. He is going to die. And when she does her Batman, you start to pay attention again. and you're like, what's going on? Maybe, I don't know if Hirokin ever paid attention, and I don't know if Hermod ever paid attention. Aziza was Hermod, I think. And I like closer to the end, same thing with Frigg. Like, it wasn't until further on in the conversation that Frigg started to pay attention. So you don't all have to pay attention right at the beginning of her Batman. And it's better to wait than be early, just so that the videos line up. Odin's like, you're freaking out, calm the hell down. So Odin's like, it's going to be fine, and steps forward, and Frigg is like, no, it's not going to be fine. He's going to be killed in the heart. And Odin's like, okay, well, why don't we just have all the gods agree, all of the things on the planet agree that nothing will kill Balder. Everything. Everybody and everything. That's when Loki goes, I'm going to grab that mistletoe over there and I'm going to hide it. So it can't answer the question. So everybody agrees. So when we get to agreeing, I'm going to call your name and you're going to go, yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. I agree. In some way, I agree we won't kill Balder. And Loki's like, so you have tons of plants, like find some plant to hide behind your back at your house, Melissa. Okay, and like your creep plant. Oh yeah, no, of course I won't. So then what she does is she takes a mistletoe, turns it into an arrow, and that's what ends up killing Balder. She's such a jerk.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that acting. Everybody's kind of clear on that. It's a lot of reacting and acting. Cool. Now let's go into this dance. So then Loki then makes the thing. Because we have cinematography, we don't have to do the hug Balder and freeze on stage thing. We can just wait because I'll just cut the video out. And it's just going to be Loki again being like, here is, I'm going to make an arrow and kill him. Woo! Oh my gosh, if we're filming next week, we have to get costumes, everybody.
I'll work on what I can while you're in rehearsal.
Yeah, we still can't do it this weekend.
Yeah, but it gets done.
Yeah, maybe Wednesday we'll just drive around to people's houses.
Adventure!
Yeah. Yay. Okay, so this choreography, it's very Horton. Now, what's going to be tricky is it was done where everybody followed Brooke / Noah. I think Brooke. Everybody followed Brooke. But you guys won't be able to follow anyone. So it's just going to be me talking you through it in order to record everything. So the choreography goes. You have to the right, 1, to the left, and then I have a chassé to the right, chassé with the arms go around. I can't see my book anymore. From there, you have a release swing to left, release swing to right, and then a release swing all the way around. And left. Is that correct, Noah? Feels right? Feels correct? Yes. Okay. Moving on. Then it goes into the hops. Correct, Noah? Hop. Hop.
There is a 2-count hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So you hold for 2 counts, hold. And then there's 4 hops and there's slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Janessa, you do have to learn this, but you will do this in slow motion the 3rd time. Everybody does this choreography 3 times. You're going to do this in slow motion and late and kind of wrong. Because you're blind. Like, this is the Norse dance, right? So, like, how did you learn it, right? So it's got to be kind of wrong and, yeah. Realistically. Okay, so let's go through that again. You have 1, 2, oops, just kidding. 1, 2 tonley chasse, bam bam bam, release swing, release, dun dun, release, dun dun, release, all the way to left, hold, hold, hop, and 2, and 3, and 4. Take your right elbow backwards, collect yourself. Step with your right foot in front of you, grab an object, and you're going to chuck it downwards. So instead of forward, you're going to throw it down. Balder's going to be underneath you in the cameras. So you're going to go chuck, and then you're going to look away and look back, and Balder's like, I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. And then we do it again. Tonley and tonley and sha say ka. Release swing, release swing, release swing around da and hold and hold and a hop and a hop and a hop and a hop, and then we elbow together and grab and throw, look away and look, and I'm okay. Again, and 1 and 2 and all the way around. Okay, Melissa knows her track. So Melissa, we have to figure out the exact timing of passing the arrow from one screen to another screen. Like they did in Odyssey. It was epic. It was so good. So Melissa like is gonna creep across. So I'd like to edit it, Melissa, where your screen is like down here and you walk across your screen and then the screen disappears and there's Balder's screen during the dance and then the screen pops up again over here and you walk across your screen again. And then Hoder's here, okay? So you're gonna be like, here you go, Hoder. And Hoder's like, what? And you're like, oh no, you can play. And he's like, I can play? Yeah, you can play. Here's something that you can throw. It'll be fun. And Hoder's like, okay. Yes. So we need 3 arrows. And Elena Lisa, when you watch this, you literally don't have to learn this dance. You just stand there. You're just like, I am Superman. I just look. Nothing hurts me.
You need arrows?
Yeah.
We have arrows. Graham does archery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, remind me Sunday.
Yeah, I will remind you tomorrow night. Well, Nina will remind you tomorrow night. So we're going to pick up. So we need 3. We need 1 for Loki, 1 for Balder, 1 for Hoder.
Pick up arrows at Carolyn.
Cool. Okay. After you do this 3 times, so we're going to let's do that choreography. Okay? And then we're going to review this next week and talk about the acting and then run it, and then record it. The song's in Portuguese, I think. Very, very Nordic. That's not my coffee. Agree. Oh no, not yet. There's a push through his Dio. Everybody agrees? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everybody's like, good. We all love Balder. And Loki's like, wah ha 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 ha, look what I have. Folks, if you didn't see on camera. And then Loki dances. You guys are all chilling. She dances her dance again. And now she's going to go make an arrow. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release and up, release and up, all the way around, and hold, hop, 2, 3, 4, elbow, together, grab, throw, look away, here we go, 1, 2, chasse, hold, slow hop, 1, 2, 3, 4, elbow, together, grab, throw, 6, 7, 8, 1. The hops might be double timed. Yeah, we're late. Let's double time those hops. Let's all dance our Nordic dance. 6, 7, 8, 1. All the way around. Hold. Oh, that's the first hop. 3 and 4. 1. Together. Grab and throw. Hide. Look. There. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. Release. All the way around. Hold. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elbow for 2. Together for 2. Grab. Throw. Hide. He's okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. Release wings. Hold. Quick. 1, 2, 3. I like it there. So you hop 2, 3. On that crash, Hoder chucks the arrow. So everybody's facing forward and an arrow flies. And on that bam, that's when Balder gets killed. So it's a little bit slower for the rest of you, yes? Well, those of you that have done it before, the 2 of you, 3 of you, Deb's done it too. But it's also, the counts are more concrete if we do it this way. You have a question, Janessa.
Do I throw the arrow left or right?
Down, left.
Okay.
Yeah, and Loki, could you just duck? Yeah. And what would be actually super cool is if you can get your sister to like throw the arrow over your head. So it goes from Tedessa's camera through your camera and into Balder. Boy, that's going to be some heavy editing. But it'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
Shoo, shoo, shoo. Yes. Especially since, Melissa, yours isn't really timed to music. So I could just like put it where it fits. Same thing with Janessa. Janessa, so if you just do some of it and then I'll make sure that the arrow lines up with the music. Okay. From the beginning, everyone, I haven't told you how it ends. It's shock. Loki gets she gets taken to hell and chained until Ragnarok. So that's what happens. Loki, the Leshy dance is going to come after this. It'll be your dance in hell. Hell with 2 L's, not hell with 1 L. That's the goddess. Not to be confused. So that's when the Leshy dance will be, is after this. In order for us to push her to hell, what we're going to do is Frigg, you'll be right above Balder. So Brooke, yours will be right above Balder. You're going to put your hands on the floor like he's right there. Okay? And you're going to do so you're here like, no, 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 no. And you're going to do this like, who did this, just like Deb did. And it's on this like, rah music. Yeah, that timing's the same as the original. With the like, the first rah is fall on the floor. The second rah is who did this. And everybody's going to point at Loki, which will all point down slightly left. So I'm actually your mirror right now, but everybody point down slightly left. And then what will happen is everybody's going to do these hand gestures. Everybody's going to go like this. You're going to sweep to the right. You're going to sweep to the right, downish right. So we're going to move Balder's body away. And then everybody's going to go down to the floor and push. And that's going to push Loki's video down into hell. Does that make sense, everybody? And again, like, I can slow down your videos or speed them up so that they all match. So you'll hear these 2 roars. I'll go ahead and do the roars so you know the timing. Death, 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 death. Elena Lisa dies through all the bubbles. First roar. Brooke goes down. Who did this? Everyone's like, Loki did. And everybody together, push. 2, 3, 4, 6. Get ready to push down. Push and push. 2, 3, 4. This will be so epic on film. This will look so cool. Okay, so that's this number. So a lot of it is like, it's a cooperation of course it needs dancers to all like do this together. So everybody's going to move Balder's body out of the way and then push. And as you push, you can keep using your muscles, yeah, and just keep pushing, yeah, to push push Loki down. Questions? Miss Tracy.
I know it's a weird question, but what kind of facial makeup, what do you want us to look like?
So your braid, girls, the braid will be asymmetrical. We're not actually going to do, could we do makeup? Does everybody have black something? Like pitch, super dark? Okay, so what I'd like is if you just draw just like some veins. Just so it's just like on the outside, like hands, but super thin. Yeah, just draw a couple veins on your face and on your neck. And the more pure your character is, the less there are. So